Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, your future awaits. We are just out of the eclipses of October, where you are starting this new chapter of your life with your needs and desires being this priority with healthy boundaries. The wheels of fate are in motion and you are headed into a new direction. You're now going to feel this forward motion of all the planets as they begin to shift into different signs, pushing you into your destiny. Strive to accept this change with optimism. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with Willow Mystic, and this is your November monthly forecast. So let's dive in. So Sag, this is going to be your month. I absolutely love this. We're starting off with November 4th with Saturn moving direct. Now, Saturn is the planet of time and strength and boundaries, and this is in your fourth house of home and family and roots and foundation. And so Saturn was going back over some topics, and now moving forward, it's about you building a sustainable home or a sustainable, like this could be traditions or people who you share your past with. This could be diving into your ancestors. This could be diving into anything that has to do with the people that have shaped you and creating these healthy boundaries in order to have a healthy home in order to live in. All right, so then we have on November 8th. On November 8th, we have Venus in Libra. Venus is the goddess of love, money, beauty, and she is in your 11th house, which represents your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, the networks that you are part of, your peers, kindred spirits. Now is going to be the time that you're going to find it really easy to deal with others, to enjoy the commitment of working with new partners or new teammates. You're going to be feeling diplomatic and finding ways that you're going to be able to compromise what you want to do with what other people are doing also. The 11th house is not just your personal hopes, wishes, and dreams. It's also where you are in work relationship with groups that you, like your social status. It's your networks and your connection to your peers. And so knowing that, things are going to be really balanced for you. And then as we move forward on November 10th, we're now going to have Mercury enter into the sign of Sagittarius. Now, this is your first house of self, and this is your lucky month because it's going to be all about you, how you present yourself, your appearance, your power, your self-expression, your happiness, your health, your strength, your habits. It's basically like your business card. It's your website. It's how other people see you. It's your interests and it's your image. I'm giving you a lot of information about it because as the month goes on, the Sun and Mars are going to join and the topic is going to be all about you. All right, so we start off with that, and Mercury there is about you thinking bigger. It's about you seeing the brighter side of things and having these big ideas and these big plans as you move forward with. And then on the 13th, so on the 13th, we're going to have this new moon. This new moon is going to be in Scorpio, which is in your 12th house. It's your shadow house. New moons are fresh starts, clean slates, new beginnings, and the 12th house is where we go to be alone. It's where we connect with our angels, our guides, our dreams, our intuition. It's the subconscious realm. It's also the house where we go to heal. It could be hospitals or rehab. And so having a new moon here is like a fresh start, a clean slate, ready to begin. The sun rolls over you traveling, learning, wanting to connect with other people. The moon rolls over your 8th house of those people that you share these combined deep bonding relationships or contracts with. Now, Mars is ruled by your 5th house of what brings you joy and pleasure. And so you are starting something new, combining all of those topics. A new moon is going to be great for this transformation for the better in order to transform and have things last. You saying, I want to do this and I want this to last over a longer period of time. I want to pursue projects that I'm passionate about. I want to share them with others. I want to be able to start all over in this area of my life. Now, there is an issue with this. There's an opposition. So you have this great new moon, and then the sun in Scorpio is opposing Uranus in Taurus. And so Uranus in Taurus is shock, surprise, my health, whether it be mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, or my pets, or it has to do with the balance between work and home, or it has to do with mentors or guides or doctors. And so at this time, there's going to be this opposition where you might feel restless, and you will feel pushback from some people in your life with not always wanting to support everything that you're doing. And so you're going to have to work on productive responses and not, remember, Uranus is just like boom, shock, surprise. And you're probably going to be surprised by who you find out that's not going to support you with things that you want to do. And it's like people are going to be boxing you in. All right, so then on the 22nd, as we move forward to November 22nd, we now have the sun entering into Sagittarius. You, all about you, your first house of self and illuminating more. So this is expecting adventure, expansion. I am reminding you that where we have this much energy, it could be a little too much. So like a little too much fun could be like one drink too many, or buying too much of something like shopping. So you are looking for new experiences, new opportunities, and the focus is going to be all on you and you being the center of it. You're going to be extremely optimistic. You're going to want to connect with new people, new places, new things, and meeting and studying these new topics. All of this is going to have to do with you, your appearance, your power, your habits, and you coming out to the world as that type of like it's how others are going to see you, bigger than life. All right, so then we're going to move into the 24th. So on the 24th, we now have Mars joining, and Mars rules over your fifth house of what brings you joy, what brings you pleasure. It's about initiating. The fifth house is taking risks. It's love affairs. It's children. And so Mars is now going to join this party. And Mars entering into Sagittarius is your energy is going to be more focused on expansion and the striving to pursue these opportunities to learn or study something that has to do with children or art or music or taking risks or something that has to do with creative projects. Remember that this could include you trying new things, or this could include you publishing things. This could include anything that has to do with, again, your children or affairs. All right, then next on the 27th. So on the 27th, we're going to have this full moon. So we start off with the sun, everything about you in the first house, and now you're going to be having some endings. Now the endings are with this could be friendships, they could be naturally moving away, or this could be a natural ending of or it could be a break off of. This could be business partners, significant others, marriage partners. The seventh house is also the house of clients. Maybe they no longer need your service, but there will be some kind of an ending. Remember that the seventh house is also the house of exes, and it's the house of open enemies and cooperation and negotiation. And so a full moon here is going to be this opportunity for you to sort through these ideas, to come up with some final plans, and to see the results of your short-term plans and your ideas, everything that's had to do with you. This is going to be perfect for you to be able to say what you mean and mean what you say, because we have Mars here and it's coming from you. Also, the emotions that are going to be behind your words, you're going to be able to merge your head and your heart when it comes to clients, friends, significant others, because the moon is in the sign of Gemini, and it'll be like a connecting of the two. Now, Mercury in Sagittarius, This is going to be the only hiccup that goes along with this. Mercury in Sag is squaring Neptune in Pisces. So this is going to have some kind of, okay, remember, first house all about you, revealing something about partnership. And the foggy area is going to come from home. It'll come from home, family, roots, foundation, something that needs to be worked out there. It may feel like you're in this fog and you don't have the focus of what needs to be done. Things might not be completely clear. I encourage you to ground into your thoughts, use your imagination, because like this ending, there's going to be something that has to do with home, family. It could be your ancestors, it could be those who shape you. And so things are just going to be foggy and unclear, and maybe feeling trapped or like a lack of focus in this area of your life. All right, so Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And please check out the transits as they're released for the new moon and full moon. And join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either offer tarot consultations or astrology new moon and full moon consultations. And please subscribe in order to get updates as soon as they're released.